Our favorite Italians are back on the channel. Venezianico have released something as cool as a new Arsenale, and we have gotten our hands on checking it out. On my wrist today I have the Redentore in Ultra Black. This is a watch I've worn quite a lot since I reviewed it last time, but make sure to check out the full review when I compare this to the Aventurina version of the Redentore as well. It's an awesome piece, but let's get on to the watch that we're checking out today. Because we have finally gotten our hands on one of the watches from the series of the Arsenale, and this one is released today. The case is exactly the same as it was in the Redentore, and here we have some information about the Owners Club. You should definitely join here if you're interested to hear about some people's perspective on the brand. But here also is how you download and check out the instruction manuals. It's quite a nice way they've displayed it in Google, and here you can see all the different user manuals. This was quite useful, but if you want to know how to use the watch, just continue watching this video. Because now we're actually getting closer to the watch, and this is their model that is called Arsenale. And what they've done to it is to put an Aventurina dial on it, which is a combination they haven't had before. And we got a lot of comments when we had the Redentore with this dial, because it is a really spectacular dial that draws a lot of attention, even though it is quite subtle when you're not in the straight light. It's my first time trying the Arsenale, and it is so nice on my 16.5 centimeter wrist. What's splendid about this watch is that it's under 10 millimeters thick, so it is a thin watch even though it has an automatic movement, which is quite spectacular, I think. This watch is delivered on this rubber strap that is thin and flexible, as you can see here. I've had something interesting to show you later, but I do think this watch fits on the rubber strap as well. But what's so special about this? The dial is what's special, and what's so special? This is an old Venezianian technique that was actually made by accident when someone dropped some glass on the floor, if I understood it correctly, where it was mixed with some metals, where this kind of crispy feeling was created. And that is quite amazing that an accident can create something as beautiful as this, and it really looks like a beautiful sky. I'm gonna show a lot of videos from outside because I really like how this watch looks like when the light is playing with the dial, because you can see how the dial is really glittering, but at the same time it is quite subtle with different lights. So this is why I'm chosen to share with you how it looks outside. Setting the time on this watch is super straightforward. You just pull out the crown, you screw out the crown actually, so it's water resistant, which was good because it was raining when I was taking these photos. And then you just screw out to set the time. I always do it forward because that's supposed to least harmful for the movement. And an addition that we have gotten the opportunity to share with you guys in this video is their Canova concept bracelet. And I'm happy we got to try this because it's looked so good on pictures. And there's a lot of protection plastic, so we got to remove all that. But here you can see how smooth it runs under my finger, and also how it plays with the light. And don't you worry, you will see a lot of this outside in daylight as well. To get the steel bracelet on, you need 2 screwdrivers, because you need to hold the screw from 2 sides, and I will show you how to do that. If you want to do this, you need to be quite stable on your hand and make sure you have good tools. I use the Bergon tools because I think they are the absolute best ones. And then you need to hold from one side and screw from the other side. And that's how you get the strap off. You might need to push a little bit to get the sprint out. I had to use another tool for that. But when you have that, then it's quite easy to push it out, and there you have the watch just by itself. It's quite interesting to look at the case like this. It is nice with this integrated bracelet. It gives it a completely different design, and a very, very popular design nowadays. To get the strap on, that is actually much easier than getting the strap off. Make sure you take the correct side where you want the folding clasp to fall, and then you hold it against, and then the sprint will run really easily through, and then you will add the little screw from the other side, and then you need both screwdrivers and hold them together to get the strap in there. And then you just do the same on the other side, and that's how you do it to change the steel strap on this Venezianico Arsenale watch. And this is the result. It is an awesome strap. Resizing the strap was actually much easier because then the screw just pulls out from one side, so that just took me a couple of seconds in order to get it to fit my 16.5 centimeter wrist, and the result looks like this. And I have to say, I really prefer the steel strap because that really pops the watch, and how it feels when you have like this and when it hugs your wrist is just very, very comfortable, and it gives a complete different look. The rubber strap is a little bit more sporty, but I think the steel strap makes it way more classy, and you can see how smooth it runs here in the daylight. It is very nice to see it both like this and also on the wrist. The butterfly clasp has one side that you need to fold first, and then you take the other one. I also wanted to give you some close-up of the dials here. I tried to play with the light a little bit to see the reflection, but when I twist it around you can really see how this dial gives the illusion of a sky. Wrapping this video up, I wanted to compare this watch to the Redentore that I reviewed earlier, and there's a lot of similarities. I like how they display the logos, but the case is very different. You can see it from the side that this Arsenale is way much thinner, but it's much sportier because it has the steel strap as well, versus the Redentore is more of a classic watch. It is slightly thicker, but the crowns look very similar. Let me know which one of these watches you think is the coolest, and don't miss out to check out our Redentore comparison where we have the Avventurina as well as the Ultra Black dials of that watch. With that said, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked what you've seen. Let us know what you think about these cool Italian watches. Which of the Venezianico watches you like the most, as well as which of these kind of spectacular dials. And don't miss out on subscribing to our channel to see all new watch content coming up. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.